Okay, guys. Right, this video is gonna be a bit weird. It's gonna be possibly a bit too real, and it's probably gonna be too emotional. Um, this video is going to be touching on me personally, not the Neo, but the human me. This is going to be touching on content. This is going to be touching on my granddad's funeral. And this is going to be touching on the surgery that is decided but does not have a date set in stone of when it will happen, but it will be happening this month. So, with all of that being said, another thing as well, if we're going to burst this open completely, if we're going to go too behind the curtain, let's do it. You guys know that I don't write scripts, I and ah a lot. There's going to be a lot of that in this video. If you don't like it, tough, it's just the way I talk. But also, this could possibly be the last video I upload that wasn't backlogged, basically, because of the operation. I'm going to be blunt about this because I feel like if I'm not, it's a lie to myself, and it leaves you guys umming and ahhing and up in the sky and not knowing what's up and not knowing what's down. And that's not fair. Also, there's probably going to be cuts in this video, or audio, video, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Because I don't really know what I'm going to say. When I say not scripted, usually I at least go through a few things in my head and I'll sit down beforehand, so I'll at least kind of have points in my head, bullet points, and I don't with this. I really don't. So I'm just gonna speak from my mind, I'm just gonna speak from my heart, and yeah. So the other thing is there's probably going to be me stopping and starting a lot in this video. So yeah. So I guess the first thing I should touch on, because I don't really want to talk a lot about it because I haven't processed it yet. The 29th, I did go to my granddad's funeral, and as much as I know I would have regretted it if I didn't go, I'm always surprised. I say always. I've only gone to 2 funerals, but I was surprised again by the atmosphere and the way people are at funerals. It doesn't make sense to me, or at least the people that I was around. Obviously, every funeral is unique, whether that's because of the people, whether that's because of the location, whether that's because of the person that has unfortunately passed on, whatever it may be. So, because I got asked a lot on the day of, are you glad you came? Because I was really umming and ahhing, even on the way down there. Do I really want to do this? And the answer is, I don't know. I don't know if it was good for me, but I know I would have regretted it. But then, obviously, going, there's baggage because I went, because I experienced it. So, that's a bit weird. And I haven't really processed it at all, actually. And that I'll kind of dive more into as this video goes on. But But yeah, so that's a bit weird. The fact that people were not happy, but kind of, I don't, just the whole process to me is weird. It's really weird. So after that, and I don't really know if I want to say much more. I do, not by name, because I don't know if they want their names said, but on the day, there was 5 people that really kept me solid. Like, on the actual day, who was there, and, like, I could, touch and speak to, and, that sort of thing. So that felt nice, I guess. Again, it's one of those weird things that if I hadn't have gone, then there would have been no need for that. So again, that's a bit weird in my head. So yeah. The other thing that I need to say is this video obviously will be posted to my Discord, it will be posted to my Twitter, and it will also be posted to my own personal Facebook. Because, as I said, this video is going to get real. And this isn't necessarily just about content creation, honestly. Or the channel. So, speaking of the channel, I'm in this weird mindset at the minute. Probably because of everything going on, which again, I'll explain more as this video goes on. But I kind of retreated from content. I know I was doing the mental health videos, and I quote-unquote enjoyed them, I guess. But I haven't made gameplay content in a while. Like, a while. And that's scary for me. And again, I don't really know what it all means. To be honest, I just don't at this point. I just honestly don't. So, yeah. And this isn't me foreshadowing if everything goes right with the surgery and I come out of it good, that I'm going to be quitting content. But I don't think my priority is in content anymore. And that might shift back, I don't know. But I don't think so at the moment. I know right now that's what I feel. And there's always a lot of debate with loved ones and friends when I talk about content creation in this manner. They're like, yeah, he's finally taken a step back and all of that. I've never wanted to. It wasn't something to cheer about. It pained me to do so. So you're actually cheering for my pain. Anyway. But with everything that's gone on, with everything that will go on, I guess, and probably naturally, and rightfully so, my priorities are, I'm not going to say change, but they are scrambling around. There's a lot of that at the moment. The other thing that I want to say is there will be gameplay videos after this video. I don't know when they're going to upload, but if the surgery goes wrong, then at least the last thing on the channel will be gameplay. Again, I said I was going to be blunt about this. So, the surgery. It's kind of not a surgery anymore, but it kind of is. And I've still got to explain it to at least one more person. And I don't really want to do it again. But I owe that person. So I'm not going to do it in this video. It's really not going to help anybody. Even if you understand the science and medical behind it, it doesn't matter, to be quite frank. I will say that the percentages of the quote-unquote surgery is 50-50. They just flat out told me that. So there's that. And it will be happening this month. And for people that are wondering what month, it's the month that this video is being posted in, but also it's Friday the 2nd of August, 5:44, nearly 5:45. So there's that. And I've kind of come to the conclusion, and I don't know if this is good or bad, but I'm kind of okay with either side. Either it goes wrong and I die, and that's just it, guys. I'm not going to shy away from it, and I don't have to fight anymore. I don't have to battle with my mental health. I don't have another day where I'm like, okay, I can't do this. I can't, and somehow do. And too many times in my life, people have kind of stood up and said, well, that's a victory. No, it's not. Because if you survive a burning building, you are altered from that. Regardless that you've survived it, you are altered from that, whether it be physically or mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it may be. So yes, it's good that you survived, but what that leaves you with is negative. At least in my experience. I should state that. At least in my experience. So does that. Also, as I said, if it does go wrong, and this will be the last, like I just gave you guys the date, this will be the last video new that I'll probably post on the channel. Now, if it goes well, obviously, I'll do another video saying, and I do want to do Sparking Zero, but I don't know after this video, and then after the gameplay that will be uploaded whenever after this video, I don't know when I'm coming back. That's the truth. I don't know. I don't know whether it's going to be the release of Sparking Zero or whether it will be next year. I don't know. Just genuinely, I don't know. So again, this isn't me saying that I'm closing down the channel or I'm stopping or any of that. But things are shifting. They are shifting. They haven't shifted. They're not locked into place. There's a very important distinction for me personally to make. If you guys haven't heard that, that's on you. So, with that being said, after the surgery, and if it goes well, I'm going to be wiped for a few days. And that's just the way it is because of what they've got to do. So it's not going to be until probably a week until after the surgery that I'll be able to let you guys know what I will do is I will do a pinned comment, not when the video releases, but when I know, when the doctors have told me the date of the surgery. So again, it won't be the release of the video, but it will be in there when I know. If you guys choose to then go back to this video and keep checking the pinned comment, that is up to you guys. Because I know this is a emotional roller coaster. I get it. And it's mainly all going down. So, what's my... Where am I with everything? As I've said, I'm kind of at peace. Because, again, if it goes wrong, I don't have to fight anymore. If it goes well, at least right now, as of time of recording this video, it feels almost like a restart, but with all the experience of life that I've already had. So does that. But also I wanted to do this video because if this is the last thing that isn't going to be a backdated thing on the channel, I wanted these final words, and even if people debate them and the meaning and all of that, like, these are my words. Like, you can't argue against them. You can maybe debate the meaning, and that I understand, and it's the internet, but this isn't about the internet. This is, if something happens to me, there is at least this explanation of where I was at in the month that the surgery is happening. And that's it. There's no gimmick. There's no please like and subscribe. There's none of that. This is just a place where I don't want to even say a YouTube channel, but just a place where I've put years of my life, and because it's open to the public to watch and consume or not watch and consume, this is the platform that I've decided to do it. Otherwise, it would have been a Facebook Live. Honestly, I debated it. Honestly. But this felt more me. And this felt more true to years of my life and fighting through this. And also, I've kinda, not every step, but I have kept you guys updated along this journey when and if I felt it was appropriate. So does that. That's another reason, I think, why I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do this on the channel. So does that. But yeah, I'm in a very weird place of, I think peace is too much of a strong word, because obviously I'm scared. Obviously I don't know what's gonna happen. But I think I'm okay with either side happening, basically. As weird as that may be. And again, this isn't me trying to comfort anyone and saying, oh, well, at least he was happy. No, because I haven't said happy. I've said I'll be okay with it. Very different. So does that. Yeah, I don't really know where I'm at, guys. I know certain things are kind of fitting in to place. At least place right now where I'm standing. Um, so does that, I guess. But again, where I'm standing, that can shift. So, yeah, there's that. Um, yeah, I don't really know, guys. Um, to be bluntly honest, I genuinely don't know. Um, but I do kind of foresee, not just because of the experience of if I survive the surgery, but just this whole kind of time through my life of the heart problems and also losing my granddad and then losing my nan. That was one thing that really kind of, it didn't piss me off or make me angry, but really hit me. There was a lot of mentions at the fact that at the funeral by the person that was doing it, and I can't remember their title because I really wasn't paying attention, but it was someone from the church that was basically saying, not too long ago we were here for my nan. And that felt really weird and really dodgy to me, and I don't know why. And again, not good or bad, dodgy, but just felt dodgy. Like, I really don't know why. But I know in the pit of me, it didn't sit right. Like, I know that. Um, and again, that could change. Um, so yeah, this is, yeah. I guess as well that if, because another thing that kind of went through my head is I didn't want the last thing to be on the channel to be essentially like, oh, I'm dying, goodbye. Like, I wanted it to be gameplay. And I guess I kind of am promoting now, I don't really know. That gameplay is the first time that I really dug deep into editing. At least editing that I could do on the PS5. So that feels pretty cool, actually. And I know that I've been mentioning a lot about if I die, or this could be the last, or it's me wrapping my head around it. I'm not wanting to die. It's not that I've given up and thought the surgery's definitely gonna kill me. Yay. It's not that. It's just I need to be very kind of, I guess careful and strict with myself of this could be it, and I need to get that kind of concept and thought in my head kind of nailed down weirdly. And I know that may sound a bit weird, or, oh, he's only focusing on the negative. No, it's just, I've always been that way. If I know something could come up, then I kind of go, okay, well, what's the worst that could happen? And the reason why I do that is so then, hopefully, if the worst does happen, it doesn't catch me off guard. Basically, that's the only reason why. So does that. So yeah, there's a lot of that. I don't think I'm missing anything else. I don't think so. Like, I could prattle on a lot, but honestly, again, the extra bits of information, they don't really matter, actually, to be honest. Again, in the grand scheme of everything, it just doesn't matter. So, there's that. Yeah. So, I just listened to everything that was said at this point. I didn't actually stop and start until this point. And I kind of noticed that there was a lot of, I guess, what could be interpreted as aggression or venom. There's a lot of things that I want to kind of get off my plate of, hey, this person did this, or hey, I'm really not happy with this person right now. But that's more private and that's more personal. And as much as I am I'm ripping the curtain down, that's between me and that person. And I've always been that way, that if it is a problem that I have, I go directly to that person. So if you directly listening to this video have a problem with anything I've said, this is not a free-for-all of start shitting on me or put a load of personal stuff in the comments. Because if I survive all this, I will delete those comments. That is not what this video is about. It was a way of me getting my thoughts across, not yours. Like, I don't care. Like, that is really not what's important right now. And to people that have helped me and are continuously helping me through this, if you picked up on anger and venom, it's not towards you. And please don't think that, oh, well, I did this really good thing for Neo once in his life. Like, no, that doesn't instantly mean you get to kind of comment or whatever saying, I did this really nice thing for Neo once. Like, please don't do it. Like, I don't know. Again, it goes back to my thought process with the funeral. If I didn't get it, it's just not a situation or place or environment that I don't get it, right? So yeah, I think that's everything. As I said, there's a lot more, but that's as much about the situation and information that I want to give publicly. As much as I'm ripping the curtain down, there's always backstage, right? There's always that. So, yeah. So I think I'm going to end this off here. I probably won't be answering a lot of comments. Maybe I will. I don't know. Again, I really don't know. I'm kind of in that limbo state right now. But I don't think I will. So if you want to put good messages, then thank you. If you want to put hate messages, okay, cool. It's just showing who you are. If this hasn't made a lot of sense to you and you have a lot of questions, now, weirdly, is not the time to start ramming shit down my throat. It's really not. I've got to focus on what's coming up, and what's important to me. And that's it. That's the end of it. So, yeah, I am going to end this video here. So, yeah, and I hope you guys will enjoy the Star Wars Battlefront slightly more improved editing gameplay that will be coming up, regardless of what happens. So, yeah, thank you.